G'day everyone. How we going? Some grass delivered. Welcome to another day of shit talk and food delivery here in currently Russell Lee 5 Dock in Sydney. Hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are in the world. Say you all are. I've just logged on to Uber. It's pretty quiet. It's only just on 10 AM now, so there's a reason I'm coming out a bit early. It's because, well, there's a few reasons actually, but it's because I haven't been able to work for about 2 weeks as I've been sick. Mad sinus infection, and pretty much for that whole time it's just been raining non-stop. Like, had a few sunny days among them, but I couldn't work because I was sick, so I was like, fuck it, just have the rest. And it's been good having a rest, I must say. Very refreshing. Feeling good. And not only that, I've got a birthday party to go to this afternoon. Well, it's the second part of my nephew's birthday. We had the first part the other day on Sunday. He had like a soccer trainer, it's like a party soccer coach. They come and do drills and that. He's only 5 years old, so it's not, you know, majorly crazy stuff, but I enjoyed it. It was good. I enjoyed it. Ate lots of cake. Became a fatty. I worked on my fattiness, I should say. And then, yeah, we're just going over there tonight to give him my present, my dad's present, my mum's present. He's in the madness the other day. He had like 20 friends there and they all gave him presents, so we didn't want to make it too much. So we're going over there tonight. He lives over at Kensington. We get there about 5:36 PM. So I wanted to punch out a few early ones, get a few done before then, jump in there, go have something to eat, and he can open the present I got him, which he'll absolutely love, I'm sure. It might not fit him. Is that the sort of guess the size? I bought him some soccer boots, and I reckon they'll probably fit him just in time for him to go and sort of start playing in a team next year. For now he's just playing in the backyard and park and wherever he can, and smashing his sister in the face with a ball. It was funny when that happened that was actually a couple of weeks ago now. We were over there looking after them both, and little Georgie, she's just 2 years old in August. She walked out the back door just as Max had a mad shot. He's got a good right foot on him too, Max, my nephew. I need to call him my cousin, Jesus. Yeah, so she's walked out the door, Max is just going whack from about 5 to 7 meters away, and she copped it in the face like a, oh man. Poor thing, she went down crying. Said, quick, shh, get up, you're okay, Georgie, shut up, stop crying. Nah, that didn't work. She kept crying, and my mum came out and said, oh, what happened? It's alright, just got hit in the face with a ball. Mum totally understood. She's seen it happen with 3 boys before her, so it's all part of growing up. Yeah, that's the rough plan for the day. As well as that, it's actually been pretty quiet during that period, sort of over Easter and school holidays. A lot of people go away on holidays too, so that's why it's sort of been good to have a break. It was getting quiet. It was getting a bit quieter the last few days that I worked. Noticeably so. And thankfully I'm not in the situation where I need to have to sort of work every single day sort of thing, so we're going calls to Balmain. Yeah, let's do it. That's a good one actually. Just got one from Coles over here at Birkenhead. We're going to take them over to Balmain, so we'll jump into Coles, pick this one up, get it delivered, and continue on with the day. Yeah, I've got to say as well, this one's paying $11. Haven't had a look at it yet to see what how many items it is. We'll do that right now once we get through this roundabout. 2 items, sweet, nice little one, beauty. And it's got an email as well, delete that. Show my parking spot up here. Just beyond this van. We lock it up to the pole just here. Jump into Birkenhead Point Shopping Centre just there. And we'll see you all in a minute. Okay, we just picked that one up at Coles. Just 2 boxes of coffee pods. Nice small one. We're going over to, I guess you call it Roselle, sort of the back side of Roselle. Towards Balmain, so I think that's why it's paying so much. But yeah, beautiful day. Beautiful first order. Going good. Yeah, one's done. Nice quick one. We're in the leafy streets of Roselle. You should call it Roselle here, or Balmain. I guess Balmain's a bit further down that way to the right. I'm going to head back up through Roselle and head along Darling Street, which is Darling Street just here. It's the main street of Balmain and Roselle. For those of you who may not be from the area. Nice little suburb, Roselle. Couldn't live here though. Gets a bit too busy sometimes for me, for my liking. But yeah, still a nice place nonetheless. I don't know, I couldn't afford it. And I believe I nearly owe you guys a Neil Diamond song. Because I am nearly at diamond status. I'm on 2,483 points, so I've got 17 points to go. So I dare say I'll hit that at some stage today. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll never know, I might just randomly break out into song, and you'll all start thinking, what the fuck's he going on about? You'll know when I hit diamond. Anyway, I'll shut up for a bit and do a bit of work. Catch you all later. Talk about overkill. Talk about overkill. What on earth is going? They've blocked the whole thing off. Cranes not even coming through. Okay. Thanks. Alrighty. As you saw, there were 3 or 4 people there blocking off that section of the path. There was a crane a little bit further down to the left. A decent sized crane on wheels. He was picking up steel plates and bringing in just to where just the part before where I turned the video on, the camera on. And I had 3 people. Stop here. Okay, yeah, stop, no worries. What's going on? Oh, that crane behind you is just taking plates up there, a bit further ahead of you. Okay, well, he's not there now, so why can't I go? She got on the radio to the 3 guys ahead and said, oh, okay, we're just going to let this bike through. It's like there's millions of people walking through there, riding through there, and whatever else. Fucking unbelievable. But yeah, as you saw, I got through pretty easily. No crane ran me over or anything like that. Crane moves slower than I do, so I don't see what the big deal is. But anyway, that's Annandale up there. I thought I might go through there, but fuck it. I'll go down through here, through tram sheds, up through Wenny Park, and then to Broadway, I think. That's the quickish way to Surrey Hills, Redfern. Order number 2 of the day. It's just come from JB Hi-Fi over at Broadway there. Broadway Shopping Centre. I've just come through. I was on my way over to, Surrey Hills area. A nice $11 one from JB come in, so thought let's do it. It's only a small one too. It's just an envelope size thing. It says in the description. So yeah, they put me on $22 from 2 orders, and that time is now just on 11 AM. So I should get that done. Should be finished that one around 11:30, I'd say. I mean, a bit before then, but allowing for random bullshit to occur. So yeah, we'll be Redfern, Surrey Hills, right smack bang on lunchtime, so should be good. Alrighty, down here Surrey Hills. While I was in Broadway picking up that JB one, I actually got a second one come through from Guzman there at Broadway as well, so sweet. Was only paying $4, but it wasn't too far from that one, so I thought, fuck it, may as well do it. So that puts us up to $26 from 3 deliveries, and the time is now bang on 11:30. Fuck, how's that for timing? I said 11:30. Oop, there we are. There's DoorDash coming in. Let's jump over here and see what DoorDash you got for me. I reckon I'll probably knock it back, but yeah, we'll see. Shut up. What do we got there? $10 from Pizza Hut. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's a good one. Fuck yeah, let's do it. Okay, first DoorDash of the day coming up. From Pizza Hut on Archibald Avenue. Yeah, just further down here. Sweet. Let's go. Here we are. Good. Old Zetland. Just did a quick Coles order there. Nice quick $11, $10, $11, whatever it paid, can't remember. I'm heading down to Roseby with another Coles order. So I was only paying $7, but I thought fuck, it's a double, so I was already in the store when it came in, so let's do it. Another thing I found, I was actually on the internet quite a bit while I was off sick. And I got talking to this chick who's down in Cronulla, if any of you guys know Cronulla. She has a little restaurant down there, and she said, oh, you know, she was on Uber, but she got off it because she had a lot of bad experiences with it. And I said, oh, what happened? She's like, oh, she had to wait 40 minutes one day for a driver to come along. I said, that's disgusting, Jesus, no wonder. So I've actually considered going down to Cronulla one day and giving it a crack down that way. What do you guys reckon? Should we go down to Cronulla? But yeah, that was I found that was really weird, because I thought there'd actually be quite a few around Cronulla, because there's heaps of apartment blocks down there. But yeah, maybe there's not so many down Cronulla way. Cronulla is sort of south of Sydney, right on the beach. No doubt you've been on the beach. So yeah, it could be worth a crack, I reckon. Another thing we've got going now in Australia is our federal election. A bit like Canada. We've now across here. There are 2 main parties who absolutely suck. They have sucked for the past 20, 30 years. Just sort of yo-yos between them, the leadership. But we have a great candidate up in Queensland who's actually, he's in the federal Senate. He's just started his own political party, and they're really only looking to get senators at the moment in federally. His name is UberEats. He has got a fucking brain on him like no one I've seen in my life, and he's very genuine, honest, so you can tell he wants the best for the Australian people, all Australian people. So go and check him out. Senator Jared Rennick in his People's Party. What I reckon will end up happening is he'll get a couple of senators in this time. He'll grow the party a lot, sort of all around Australia. The party's mainly based in Queensland at the moment. But once they get lots of potential candidates for the House of Representatives, which is the lower house in Australia, that's what we call it. He'll get lots of candidates there, and I reckon he might just say, fuck it, I'm going to run for Prime Minister. I hope to God he does. He has got a hell of a brain on him. He can speak with depth and clarity on any topic. Physics, chemistry, especially tax, because his main job was as a tax accountant. That was his main training. Speaks very detailed, very convincingly, very fluently, and as he's a senator, he's actually had access to all the, should we say, financial documentation. He's had access to a lot of it, so he's been able to cost things as well, which is something that no politician really ever does. So he's made plans and he's sort of costed things up, and he said, right, this is going to cost this much, it'll take this long, it's good because it'll benefit this many people in this many states, yada yada yada. So yeah, hopefully he'll be our PM after this, well, some bum will get in this election, and then we'll have 3 years of absolute scatter. Those that might not understand Greek, that means shit. Scatter means shit. And then he'll pop up. Everyone will hopefully vote. Well, I know not everyone will vote, but a lot of people will vote for him. See how smart and genuine and honest he is. And bang, we'll have a fucking gun of a Prime Minister for, who knows, maybe 10 years or something. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to shut up for a bit, get this one delivered, eh? Alrighty, let's get that one delivered, nice one. We're up to 54 bucks already. I've done six trips in total, and I just need another 5 points to hit Neil Diamond status. What are we up to here? Roseberry, it's only 6, no, fuck it. So yeah. So 5 points to hit diamond status from 2,495, and we've got until tomorrow to hit it. Talk about last minute, eh? So the Neil Diamond song will be coming pretty soon. Alrighty, just done another quick couple of deliveries around here, and it has started fucking raining. Wouldn't you know it? I reckon might actually hit diamond status. I've just chucked it on pause, I haven't checked anything, so what are we up to? Oh yeah, there we go. What I'm going to do, because this rain looks like it's going to continue for about an hour or so, so I'm just going to head over to East Village, good old East Village shopping centre over there. Chuck the bike under cover and just have a rest, have something to eat and fuck around a bit. Neil Diamond can wait, eh? Hey everyone, back again. It's been inside there having a rest for a bit at East Village, and I've been looking at the radar the whole time. And yeah, the sun's out now, but in about half an hour we're going to get some decent rain. That's going to last about 5 minutes. And then we're going to get some sun, and some rain, and some sun, and some rain. And given the fact that I'm going over that way, my brother's place for my nephew's birthday later today, I thought I may as well just go home and head over there with my parents. So I'm going to head home. I might pick up an order or two a bit further up. I ended my dash. DoorDash $18 total, so yeah, whatever, that's fine. UberEats, I'm on 55 at the moment. We'll see if we get one on the way home. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop sort of at Broadway. Might have to stop up here at the shopping centre at Waterloo. Just jump up at the cover. Not sure. We'll just see. As you can see, it's very, very light rain at the moment. That's fine for me. I don't care about that. It's just the heavier stuff that I want to try and avoid. Don't want to get too wet. All that sort of thing. So we'll see how we go. We'll make it through here. It's orange. Yeah, sweet. Orange, beautiful. So yeah, the weather's a bit shit, but what can you do, eh? Glad I got out and get some work done, earn some cash. The first time in about 2 weeks. Not only that, I ordered a new laptop, and the laptop came yesterday, or sorry, the day before yesterday, and I've got to put in an upgraded RAM chip and also a new hard drive. The hard drive's actually coming today, so I'll what I might do, I might film that, just pulling the laptop apart, chucking them in, booting it up, and reinstalling Windows and that. I'll show you how I do all that. Yeah, why not? That's a good idea. Won't do it today though. I'll probably do it. I think tomorrow the weather's going to be good, so I'll come out tomorrow and work. Tomorrow being Wednesday. Thursday I think we're going to get a bit more rain, so it's a bit heavy here. It's alright. So yeah, maybe Thursday. We'll see how we go. Might do the laptop Thursday for you. Just to explain as well, I just realised I've got to tell you, I used to work. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Compaq Computers, C-O-M-P-A-Q. They used to be a huge company all over the world. They used to build desktop computers on the production line for them. That was the job I did at, I think that was Rotterdam. And that was like it was a night shift job. It was like 3 till 11 p.m. So that's where I learned all about, not really all about, but just how to sort of put computers and that together. So that's just another handy little skill I've got that I can call on if ever anyone needs it. So that's why I'm so confident putting the new hard drive and the RAM chip into the laptop. It's actually pretty easy. Just undo a few screws, plug a few things in, and off you go. So it's not too hard, but a lot of people might be a bit sort of scared to do it. I say fuck it, jump in, undo a few screws, put a few things in, you've got an upgraded laptop. Alrighty, so I don't normally come along here during the day. You've probably seen this building at night time in the darkness. I've been on the way home, so here's the new Sydney Fish Market. This is this side of it anyway. So I think it's going to be ready, I think they're set around August, September, October, sometime then. It's fucking huge compared to the old one, which is good. Something they've needed to do for like 20 years in Sydney, or maybe longer. They've needed to do it. And we're finally doing it. That's the Sydney CBD just over there, you can see. As I said, you probably wouldn't normally see it that well in the dark. Yeah, there it is. I'll try and stop up here and get in front of it and have a nice new look at it. Nice look at the new building. Nice shot of it. It's very big. It's huge. See how there's the blue one? The blue building there? That's the old one. This is like 3 or 4 times the size. It's got a couple levels of car parking below the water, and there was like two or three levels there with like, it's just going to be fish shops, and it's going to be crazy. It is going to be fucking packed when it opens, I guarantee you that. Because Aussies love seafood, mate. So that'll be very good when that opens, City Fish Market. And I dare say as well, a couple of their I reckon a couple of their shops in there, the fish shops, fish and chips, seafood shops, they could quite possibly could be on Uber Eats. So we may be doing deliveries from there in future once it opens. Should be good. If I do and I get one and I'm videoing, I will of course take you inside there and show you what it's like. But yeah, as of today, just riding through here, just come through Broadway. Didn't get anything coming through Broadway, so it's fine. I'm more about trying to beat the rain now, so that's what we're trying to do. Left Uber on just in case we could possibly get one from Tram Sheds, the little Tram Sheds shopping centre I've shown you once or twice before. Sort of just over to our left, and then we're going to head, if we don't get one there, whatever, we're going to head over to over through Roselle and then home. I'll just be happy to get home dry, I think, at this stage. Thankfully the rain stopped. You can still see there's a bit of cloud around. As I said, looking at the radar, it was just not worth staying out till 5 and then going to my brother's, and then it was hard to tell what the weather would be like at around sort of 7, 8 when I would have been coming home. So I will see, yeah, look at that. That's rain. They are rain clouds. So yeah, the food delivery, not as long as the other day, but it's been good to get some kilometres in the legs. So doing a full day would have really fucked me up. So there are times in life when it's good to just do like a half day. So that's the different circumstances you got to sort of look at and consider. There's a lot of people say, you know, how much do you earn? How much? It's not about how much you earn, buddy. It's okay, yeah, you want to maximise your earnings, but you also do this job for the fact that you're self-employed. You go out when you want, stop when you want, have something to eat when you want. I believe they call that freedom. So yeah, it's the freedom, and yeah, you earn a bit of money. Some days beautiful weather, other days shit weather. You gotta pack it in. You don't earn as much, fuck it, who cares? At least you earn something, right? That's my situation anyway. I'm in a good enough situation to say, as I was saying before, I don't desperately need to work at the moment. I mean, look at that, I was able to have 2 weeks off, and I pretty much couldn't really go anywhere because it was raining and I was sick. So I didn't really spend any money, so I'm sort of fortunate to be in that that circumstances, that situation in life. But it has been smart planning. It's done that, so I've got to take some of the credit. I remember riding through here a couple of years ago. I think it was around September. I got swooped by a magpie coming through this part of the park. Don't worry folks, it's not going to happen today. They only swoop sort of between sort of August and November. Look at that bastard there, on the tree. This morning. That was, when I came through there earlier, it was absolutely full right to the top. Now it's gone right down. Jeez, crazy.
Bravo! Let's go! Now, come on!
Caesar Milan of Sydney, eh?
That's my line.
Skateboard park over there. Actually, that's what I found the other day. I met up with a friend, just going around the bay, not this bay, but the bay closer where I live, and met him there, just sat down for a bit and had a chat. I haven't seen him in a couple of years. And I found there's like a new skate park and a new sort of normal park as well, sort of along near Cullen Park at Balmain, just as we go over the Iron Cove Bridge. Just thinking about going, showing you guys, but I thought it might be still a bit grey in that area, so I might not. I'll go up over the bridge. It's usually quicker. Go up through here. Normally cross over here and go up over there through the park. Only problem with this way is we have to cross the road twice to get back onto this side of Victoria Road, but yeah, fuck it, whatever. Who knows, we might get one of Roselle on the way home too, so. It actually does look, does say on the Uber radar here that it's quite right around Fishbowl at Roselle. That's up on Darling Street, so who knows. Yeah, look at that, see, that over there, that is, you'd almost say that's thunderstorm sort of cloud over there. It's that sort of colour. Past here, and I just realised Tiger's Leaks has been completely flattened. Don't know if you can see over the top there, but there's absolutely nothing left. Been watching that get torn down. I think I told you all. So last time it's going to be a shops, a new leagues club, and some apartments on top. Just like, I think it's going to be something similar to what I did at Surrey Hills. So I think it might come out alright. Didn't get any deliveries coming through Roselle there, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just go head back over the bridge here and maybe plonk down at Birkenhead for a bit, because the weather doesn't look too bad over that way. What about this? These fucking idiots. I get cuts away. What are you fucking doing these fucking things here? It's fun weather, but I'm going to try and get one or two here. Over here, Birkenhead and Drummoyne. Only thing is the weather's sort of coming over, so we may get caught. We'll just see how we go. Look how grey it is. Did you notice how when I was looking that way this morning it was all nice and sunny and shiny? Even the water looks fucking grey, doesn't it? Where that new park is sort of along there that I was telling you about. It just near Cullen Park, a little bit further along there, along that track down there. I'll go past there one day and show you all. Right, yeah, Burko there was pretty quiet, so well, fuck it, I may as well head home. I'm going to keep Uber on just in case. Just in case we get one sort of within this area, because I wouldn't mind doing it. It's just starting to spit rain very, very lightly. So just in case, I'll whack up the amounts here that I've made. I'm up to $55.73 on Uber and $18 even on DoorDash. So it's like about $72, I think. 72. It's alright. Fuck, a couple hours work. Can't complain. Back on the bike. Get the juices flowing, you know. It's all good, mate. It's all money. It all helps. I don't know if I mentioned it as well, but my dad reckons he's going to Italy in June. He just popped that on me the other day. He hasn't booked flights or anything, of course, but yeah, will I go with him? I don't know. Who knows? You guys might be getting videos from Italy in a couple of months. Oh, it's actually about a month and a half, isn't it? Step back. So yeah, thanks for watching today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys are making heaps of money, whatever the part of the world you guys are in, be it Los Angeles, New York, London. I wonder where else you guys will be watching from. I don't know if you guys in Asia, maybe in Thailand, Philippines, maybe China. I don't know, do Chinese people watch Aussie food delivery videos? I don't know, maybe. Ni hao. You who might be in China, it's ni hao. You say hello? I don't know. So yeah, signing off for the day. I'll catch you in the next video, or I might have just continued on here. Do it at the laptop upgrading. Film myself doing the laptop upgrade. We'll see how we go. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just start at the end of this. Make it half a day food delivery and laptop upgrade. I might even do it tonight when I get home from my brother's. Speed it up, and then tomorrow I can go out and do some more food delivery. Have a good solid day. Make about $200. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Catch you all later. G'day everyone, me again. I told you all yesterday I'd be doing the laptop, and that's what I've got here. I'll just show you everything I've got to do the job. First of all, that's the RAM. Sorry, the new RAM chip. Sorry, just woke up a while ago and coffee's still kicking in. That is a stick of 16 gig of RAM, which I'm putting in. Currently there's currently there's 16 in total. 8 gig of onboard memory, which means, and there's a laptop by the way too, back of it. 8 is soldered onto the board, so you can't take that off. And 8 is a chip like that, which you can take off. So I'm going to take that 8 off, put that 16 in, and it means I'm going to have 16 and 8, 24 gig. No, sorry. How much did I say it was? 16. Yeah, so 16. So 24 gig of RAM after I do the upgrade. This here is the new hard drive I'm putting in. It's going to go from, currently there's 1 terabyte hard drive in there, a solid state drive. This is a 2 terabyte, so I'm doubling the size of the hard drive in the laptop. This here is a 16 gig USB drive. That's to restart Windows once I put the new hard drive in, because obviously Windows is on the hard drive that's in there at the moment. There's no Windows on that, so you put it in, you've got to reboot it. And to get that, I just went to my current laptop, which is set up there still. Went to that. Went into Windows in there and created a like a boot thing on the USB. So copied that to the USB so I can plonk that into the new laptop and boot Windows. You got to do a few steps there, but yeah, we'll get to that later. So yeah, and on this one, this is actually a new 2 terabyte hard. Is it 2, that one as well? I think it's 2 terabyte that I bought. Because I needed a new one of those because my old one's nearly full. That's got my thing of Windows on it, my copy of Windows on it from the new laptop. So I put stuff from the old laptop onto my new laptop, and then I copied it onto this new hard drive, so that after I've rebooted Windows on the new laptop and it kicks in, it loads up Windows, I can put that in and I can have basically everything I want in Windows, my Windows settings if you like, let's just call it that, and a few other files and things on there. So I can plug that into the laptop, whooshka, make some magic, and my version of Windows will come up on the new laptop. So with the reboot thing, it just starts Windows. Adding that is the way I want Windows to be, sort of thing. Anyway, here I've got a little toolkit. We've got the screwdriver, you see that there, a few little prying tools here. That's where you lift the plastic off. Obviously you unscrew the screws there all around the edge and in the middle in your laptop. There's another couple of prying tools here as well to make it easy to get that plastic covering off. And obviously over here, once I've done it all, I've got a what do you call it? Where you plug the electricity into the laptop. I can't remember what you call it. Charger. It's not a charger, but it is a charger when it's low. But anyway, so yeah. I'm gonna get started now. Give me a second. I'll turn the phone around again and set everything up, and we'll get started. Alrighty, so I'm going to start by opening up the laptop. Got the screwdriver here. Just going to unscrew these screws. Pause it, and it's important that you remember where each screw is, because from what I've seen, some of these screws are different lengths. So you're going to put the right screw back in the right hole. Let me pause this, I'll get all the screws out and I'll come back to you when I've got the laptop open. Okay, I'll just show you the screws. That's the really short ones there, and that's the slightly longer ones. So you can see just from there there's a difference in size. So you really want to make sure that you lay them out in the pattern of how you pulled them out. So that's what I've done there. Okay, so now I'm up to the part where I pry the where's the camera? Yeah, there it is. Pry the plastic case off the laptop so I can get to the motherboard. Just want to be very careful when you're doing this. You don't want to stuff it up. Just want to make sure you get pried up. You usually go near the USB ports to try and start prying it, and that'll sort of help. That's usually the spot. It's usually that's very weak prying thing as well. So yeah, again, just be very careful when you're doing it, because you don't want to break the plastic, because then it'll be absolutely stuffed, and you basically have to get a new case for the laptop if you stuff that up. Oh man, this one is tricky to get off. Let me pause it and I'll find the spot. Got it, finally. The piece I used was this one. Where's this camera? It was this little prying tool. So disregard these two if you got them. You don't need them. Best to go with this one. This is for this particular model, the VivoBook, Asus VivoBook. I didn't tell you what laptop I bought, did I? But it's Asus VivoBook, 15-inch, and Core i7 chip, Intel Core i7 chip. Pretty similar to the old one I had. Yeah, as I said, I'm upgrading it because I just want it to sort of last a little bit longer, have a little bit more memory, perform a little bit better in terms of RAM. So that's the reason I'm upgrading it. And also I've had the other one for quite a while now. So yeah, so off she comes. And let me show you the motherboard as well. I'll grab the camera up here. Okay, so that's the motherboard. We have the fan there. Where's our hard drive and our RAM going to come from? Let me see. I might have to look it up, but I may have to have a little bit of a further look. This will be the hard drive here. It's similar shape. And the hard drive, you just undo that tiny screw. You can just see it there. It's absolutely microscopic. So undo that, pop that out from there, put the new hard drive in. And the RAM, I'm trying to see where the RAM would go. I'll have to have a little bit of a look at it with the RAM. It wouldn't be under the battery, surely. This is the battery here. Bloody hell, I'm going to put it under there. I'm going to have a bit more of a look at it to see where the RAM goes. But yeah, I'll do that now, and I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so where would you think the RAM chip would go? I'll show you the shape of the new RAM chip. Right, so where on the motherboard do you think it'd go? I'll leave you to think about it. There's pretty much nowhere. Over here, it's sort of very well hidden under this little flappy piece of papery thing. I don't know what the fuck you call that. But in there. So what I got to do, lift that open. I don't know. I don't want to take that off, that paper off. If I can avoid taking it off, that'd be great. But the RAM, up each end, it has like a little, what would you say, like a thing you sort of just pop off. and you pop that out and you pop the new one in there. So I'll get that process started now. I need both hands, so I can't hold the camera, so I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so this is where the RAM goes. I'll just pop that out, and the new hard drive will go over here. What I'll do, I might try and leave the camera on while I'm doing it, just so I can show that around. And actually use pretty good components in these laptops these days. Let me just close that window, that blind behind me too. It's causing a bit of a issue with the light. That's probably a bit better. Okay, so yeah, they use pretty good components in the laptops these days. This is the old RAM. You can see there, that's a Samsung. That's pretty good quality stuff they're putting into the laptops. And this is the old hard drive. I'll just there for you. The old hard drive, solid stuff. Call it SSD, solid state drive. This hard drive, solid state drive, whatever. But yeah, they're a big. These solid state drives are a big improvement on what they used to have. So yeah. Anyway, as I was saying yesterday as well, I used to work at Compact Computers, and we'd not so much laptops, but we'd be building the desktop computers they used to use in sort of office jobs and all that sort of thing. We did a lot of government jobs. We'd build computers for the government, and that was, geez, I did that in around 1998, 2000, around about that time. That was just after I left high school. So yeah, and yeah, that was pretty fun job and that, but it was only a temporary one. So how long to do that for? Probably would have been maybe the longest would have been a year, I think. So yeah, anyway, I'll shut up and I'll get back to what I'm meant to be doing here. Okay, I'll put the hard drive in first, I think. Grab that here, there, the new hard drive, new solid state drive, I guess they call it. Do I need that piece? Oh yeah, no, that's got its own little bit, so I probably don't really need the old piece that they gave me there. No, I could probably turf that. That's just like a strip of plastic they had on the old hard drive. This has got, I don't know if I should leave that on or not. I might put that, no, I'll just use it as it is, because that's got its own one on there, so I'll use that as it is. I'll throw that over there for now. Now which way I'm going to put this? Yeah, that'll go in that way. Should be sweet. And you can tell, I'll just come up close to it for bring it up close. You can see on this end here, you can see one end's very short. The top part of it's very short, and then you've got a gap, then you've got the long part. I just want to put it that way. It doesn't sound very technically correct, but and you can just match that up with the slot on the hard drive, on the motherboard, sorry. So I might even bring it up here. I can probably, just a case of slotting it in like that, and then just got to screw it down with that screw. That here, as I said, it's microscopic, the screw. Oh man, my fat hands are going to really sort of struggle to get it in, but we'll see how we go. Jesus, it's tiny. I think this this screwdriver might also be magnetized. If it is, that'll, yes, sweet, it is. So I can just plonk that there, get it in the hole like that. There we are. Yeah, that's good. Beautiful. Yep. Okay, that hard drive should be in. Yep, not moving. Perfect. So yeah, it also helps. I'll show you the tool I've got to magnetize the screwdriver. It's just basically a magnet. I've got that over here, but I don't want to put it too close to the hard drive because it might, all the screws that I've got laying on the bed here, because it might fuck it up. What you do, you just lift it in there to magnetizer and demagnetizer. The top one magnetizes the screwdriver. Around there, just to there a little bit, and it magnetizes the screwdriver. So you can sort of pick the screws up when you're going to put them in, the really small screws, and you can sort of put them into the hole. So that's that. That's that handy little tool there. So yeah, just you have like a random job like I had working at Compact. That's one of the things you learn, that you can actually take into the rest of your life. And so you've got you know that for future, and so it makes life much easier. Anyway, I'll shut up again. I'll get this RAM chip in up here. And the RAM, you don't have to screw it in. It's just, as I said, it's just got a couple little clips there that you just want to be careful to plonk it in. And it should be that way, I would think. I think you just line it up with the oh no, it's the other way actually. Yeah, you go like that. So sticker side facing up. See, it's got the sticker there. You want that facing up. It should be. And what you do, you just plonk it in. So you want to get it up, standing up like that. Plonk it into the into the slot, which is kind of tricky with this bugger. Once you get it in, you can then get the clips on the side on, I think. That should be right. Yeah. Oh no, there we are. It's kind of tricky to sort of get into the slot, but you just, yeah, that's all good. So yeah, it's a funny one. You want to get it out sort of at an angle like that. It'll be sitting in, and then you've got to push it down and put the clips on. It's yeah, there we are. It feels like it's in. So you just sort of see there how it's sort of sitting up. I'll bring the camera over a little bit for you. Hopefully you can see there it's sort of sitting up at an angle, and you can just push it down, get it down as flat as you can, and you put the clips in on the end. But I need 2 hands for that, so unfortunately I can't sort of show you that too up close. I think you get the idea of what I'm saying. Oh, fuck, these clips out. Fuck. Oh, that's magnet. I want to put that near the. Another thing, try and not get the magnetized thing near the motherboard, because that could fry the motherboard, basically cause all sorts of damage and render your laptop completely fucked. So see here, I'm just using the plastic prying tool to get these clips open. It's kind of tricky. So get that down like that. Do one end and the other end, possible. Here we are. Going down. Looks like he's in. Yep. Yeah, I think that should be sweet. Again, if it's not 100% in, we'll know when we turn it on and boot up Windows. So in that case, we're gonna have to pull the whole thing apart and just go in there. You just want to make sure it's 100% in. Yeah, that looks pretty secure. So would be annoying if that happened, but yeah. So now I've got the both the drive and the RAM in. I'll just show you that now. That little thing's sticking up. That's fine. That's just because it's bent a bit. It's got a bend there. That's fine. That just protects the RAM. And this here is the new hard drive. Crucial, the go-to brand for hard drives. So that's why I chose it. And I think the RAM chip is also Crucial brand as well. So they're like a massive brand all over the world. That make those components, well known, good quality, yada yada yada. So yeah, I'll what I've got to do now that's all done. I'm just going to put the case back onto the back of the computer there, on the back of the laptop there. Screw the screws in, and we should be done, and I'll be able to then turn it on and boot up the Windows. But what I'll do, I'll pause it, because I've got to get a few things in place before we do that. So this is putting the case back on. Just want to be very careful in doing this. You can hear it sort of clicking in, which is good. So it should be right to screw that in. Over there, this bit. Yeah, it's better. Yep, there we are. So do it. Go around like that, around each side and everything, just to make sure every bit's clicked in nicely. Do it until you can't hear any more of the clicks. Yeah, that's all good. That feels sweet. So yeah, again, these are very solidly built laptops these days. So a bit of a bugger to take apart, as I found just then, but it's good because you know, you're getting good quality. So yeah, so now I'm going to screw these screws back in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws. So I'll pause the video and I'll come back to you once that's all done, and we're ready for the next step. Alrighty, I've got it all back together. This is the laptop. Asus VivoBook. Yep. As I said, they're very solidly built laptops. They've really come a long way, even since I got my old one. That's my old one's actually an Acer, the brand. But this one, my dad, I bought an Asus brand for my dad a while ago, and I was surprised how good they were. And so I thought, yeah, I'll try Asus this time for myself. So yeah, that's the laptop, and that's my bed sort of behind it, and we're actually doing the job on. I just haven't really got much room in my bedroom here, so that's my bedroom, TV, my laptop, bit of stuff there, bit of historical Balmain Tigers ball there, signed. I got that when I was just starting high school, so that would have been 1992, and that's my trophy cabinet there. And obviously there are the two windows there. I pulled the blinds down. So yeah, I've got sort of a small bedroom, but I like it that way. It's sort of good. Not much stuff to have to worry about looking after. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start packing these babies up. Whatever I don't need, get those out the way, because I'm pretty much finished with all the tools here. I'm going to pack the old hard drive and that up. And you know what, I could try selling the old hard drive and the RAM chip online, just whack them on eBay or something. So I want to keep the plastic packaging and everything there as well for it. So I might look at that later. What am I missing? I've got the screwdriver there as well. Okay, just pack everything up as you had it so you don't lose anything. They're just going in there. Now what I'm going to do, when I power this up, I need to have the this baby in. So, and I've actually got to potentially push delete a few times when it's starting, so I can actually get into the screen where I can select which hard drive to access, so that I can get to the Windows boot up part. So yeah, I've got to quickly sort that out, and I'll come back to you. Alrighty, so I'm at the stage where I'm going to reboot the PC. As I said, it may not take me to the Windows setup screen straight away, in which case I've got to turn it off, turn it back on, hit the delete key quite a few times. So we'll see what happens. That turn on. Just check that light there. Power to it. Jesus Christ, maybe got to hold the button down. What the fuck? It's turning on. Hang on, I've got to pause this and Have a closer look. Yep, there we are. It's on. It was on. Just shat myself then. I was like, fuck, was not coming on. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Should take me to the Windows startup setup screen. It just took a while, that's all. Ooh, yeah, straight to the, yes, sweet. That is a different screen than I was expecting, but that's straight to the Windows setup screen, so beautiful. That's started well. So what I'm going to do here, language to install. I think English US is probably the best, but why is my mousey thing not fucking working? Yeah, I'm doing stuff, but we've got no... Or maybe I just got to use the up and down. No, why is the mouse not working? Where's my mouse pointer? Jesus, I got to pause it again. Now, I've encountered a little bit of a problem. I've just realised that the mouse isn't working, but you can use the arrow keys here. Watch, I'll show you. So it's at the install Windows 11 part. If I hit the down arrow, it goes to repair my PC. Okay, so I've got to hit, we're installing Windows 11. So I'm just not sure how to get to the I agree, everything will be deleted, including files, apps, and settings. I've got to try and figure out how the bloody hell to get to that. Tick that, and then obviously hit next. So next, you just hit enter, but next is not highlighted. So I might have to go back and maybe restart or something. I'll come back to you in a second. Aha, I found it. Figured out what the problem was. This one here, I think, has to, when you boot Windows, that mouse trackpad thing actually has to be done in Windows, whereas on with my old laptop, I've got a like a proper mouse plugged in, like a wireless mouse. So what I did, I plonked those in there when I was starting it up, and hopefully that works. And sure enough, it does. So I can select here the language, English US, that's all you got there. And the time and currency, I want to try and get either world or Australia. English, geez, a lot of French. Fula, Latin Gambia, Galician, Greek, Gujarati, Guarani, Paraguay. Lots of different languages, man. Italiano. Oh, look at that. They had a few Italian different ones. They got Italy Italian. Okay, that'd be the Roman dialect. San Marino, which would be... It's not far from Rome. What would they... Italian spoken in Switzerland, which would be... I gather have a little bit of fucking German and this and that and whatever. Italian in the Vatican, which could be the old Roman sort of dialect they might speak. Anyway, that's... I'm going on off on a massive tangent here, language tangent. Maori! Cross the ditch in New Zealand. Mohawk. Mohawk Indians, Canada, okay. Meru, Kenya. What else we got? Nyemboon, Cameroon. Ngomba, Cameroon. Far out. Portuguese. Russian. Awa, Tanzania. Saho, Eritrea. Alright. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going through all these languages. Oh, English, did I see? No, there's none of the English there. It's all Spanish ones there. Okay. So what I might do is go back to English World. That's one they say you've got to put that on instead of English. Oh no, you've got English Australia there. That's good. That's your time and currency format. So it'll get you on the Australian time zone, and also the default currency will be Aussie dollar. So when you're using the laptop for whatever reason, it'll default to sort of Australian dollar. Much love USA, but if I've got the option, I'll use Aussie. So we go next, and then keyboard or input method, I think. Oh, here we go, yeah. We do that as well. Go up to either world or Australia, they say to do. I'll go and look, check if there's Australia. Australia! No, there isn't. So maybe keyboard or input method might have to be US as well. There's no, English, India. India English? Really? It's weird. Anyway. Might just go with US, I think. The best option there. Urdu, definitely not Urdu. Oh, you got United States International. You got United Kingdom as well. I don't know. What would the difference be between the UK and the US? I think I might stick with the US just in case. That's just the keyboard or input method. So we'll go next. And now we can get to this. It says, I agree, everything will be deleted, including files, apps, and settings. I've got no files, apps, and settings in there. So yeah, click that, get next. Now it says we're getting a few things ready, so this stage will take a bit of time. So I'll pause now and come back to you. Alrighty, applicable notices and license terms. A lot of stuff there to read. So scroll down and click accept. Nothing to tick, no, just hit accept. And we get please wait. Okay, so searching for, this is where it's asking, select location to install Windows 11. Disk 0, I've only got one in there, 14.9 gig, free space 10 gig, hang on. What's going on there? Installed on disk 0 partition 1, show details. What on earth? Set disk as an MBR partition table. On EFI systems, the operating system can only be installed on GPT disks. Setup does not support configuration or installation to disk connected through a USB or IE 1394 port. Okay. Let me, Jesus Christ, refresh. Let me check what I'm supposed to do at this step. Because I've been looking at YouTube, at a film on YouTube on how to do this, so I'll come back to you in a second once I've sorted that out. Okay, so I think I've figured out what's happened in my process of doing stuff. I've basically wiped the Windows thing off that USB drive that I said I had, because I performed a few steps on the new laptop, and one of them was to clean the drive, and I thought, I might clean the drive that's in here, but instead of that, it's cleaned the USB, so it's completely taken that Windows boot stuff off that USB. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to re-download that from my other laptop and then whack it in here, and hopefully that'll work. Fuck me. Whew. This is taking so much longer than I expected. However, back to the select location to install Windows 11 step. After I re-downloaded the Windows 11 install thing onto the new one, because I think I somehow scrubbed that USB drive, but it's still saying Windows cannot be put onto this drive. Show details has an MBR partition table on EFI systems. The operating system can only be installed on GPT disks. Setup does not support a config or of installation to disk connected through a USB or IE 1394 port. That's weird. That is bizarre. I'm going to have to relook that up, because it's actually finding the disk, but it's saying it can't it's Windows 11, that one. I'm just trying to get back. So it's actually found the new solid state drive, because that's 1.8 terabyte. That's what it is. It's 2 terabytes, so that's fine. I'm going to have to figure out how to alleviate this little issue here, but at least it's finding the solid state drive that I put in. So progress. Fuck! I think I finally got through. It took me a little bit of looking up stuff on the other laptop, and I had to go into the BIOS, which is UEFI in Asus, and I had to disable VMD. And then what happened, I went back into this part and it finally recognized the solid state drive SSD that I put into my laptop a while ago. So let's see if this install Windows 11 Home, keep nothing, yep, okay. So hopefully this works. I'm gonna hit install and cross the fingers. This might take a while, yep, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yep, we'll see how we go. The plot thickens. I've hit another fucking speed bump. I think in one of the previous steps that I'd done, I'd actually gotten rid of the network adapter. So I've got to go and re-download that onto that, plug that back into there, and redo the network driver, because it says install driver and it's saying it's got nowhere to install it from. So, alrighty. Next part. Okay, next thing I'm trying. I just realized that Asus have a feature called cloud recovery, which I think what it does, it saves your the last version of all your files to the cloud, just in case, you know, your system shits off or whatever. So I'm just having something to eat and drink here while I'm talking. Yeah, and so I'm going to try this cloud recovery thing and see if I can get back to the old version of the network internet adapter or whatever the fuck it was that I was trying to do before, and see if I can sort of go back to using that in order to be able to download Windows onto the hard drive, or the SSD as I should say, from that. Or it may just take it back to Windows as I had it on this old hard drive, which would be good because that was Windows 11 on there, and that'd be pretty much perfect. So either way, hopefully I should have a solution soon. Okay, so I think I'm there. Up to this stage now where it's Windows checking for updates. So it's gone back to the old wireless router, wireless adapter software that it had in there, from the cloud. So that's good. We'll see how this eventuates. Woo! Finally got it up and going. Fuck, so that cloud, that restore from cloud was the thing I had to, was probably the best thing to do rather than fuck around with all the booting it up from the USB and the external hard drive I had. Wow, that's taken me fucking hours just to sort all that out. So now, yeah, I'm just going through all the startup things. Just doing McAfee now. That's all fine. I think it's all pretty straightforward. I think, yeah, everything looks like it's on and everything, so that's fine. Let me close that. Just check that. Sign in my subscription. I'll just sign in. Yeah. One second. Yeah, it's one of those things you want to get done straight away. The old McAfee. Make sure you're not getting hacked and whatever else. Let me just open this little one I had here as well, because I noticed there were two McAfee thingies there. Let's delete something else. Empty recycle bin. It's fine. So yeah, all up and running, all good now. Just going to finalise a few things here and should all be done. Should be good to use a new laptop. Alright, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. I learned that I'm not as good with the software side of things as I am with the hardware side of things with these computers and laptops and whatever. Yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass, but we got there in the end. But even more of a pain in the ass, we'll just check this weather out here. Yeah, good thing I didn't go to work today, eh? Shit house weather. So anyway, so yeah, got it all done. Hope you've all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.